Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's tutorial I'll be teaching you all how to crochet this very beautiful flower sweater. And I make mine in an oversized fit and for a size large, and I'll also teach you guys how to make this oversized and how to make this snug if that's what you're going for as well. So let's get into materials. So for this tutorial, I'll be making use of a 4-ply new cotton yarn, a 5mm hook, measuring tape, a pair of scissors, and stitch markers. So you can supplement for a different color of yarn, or you make use of safety pins if you don't have stitch markers. And you can also make use of any type of yarn or hook that you have available at the moment. Just make sure that you take your measurements correctly and your work will still turn out fine. Now, let's get into customization. I'll be leaving a written guideline on how to take your measurement for whatever size you intend to make this beautiful flower sweater for today. And I'll also leave modifications on how to make your sweater snug or on how to make your sweater oversized. So for me, I'll be making mine in a size large and I'll be making mine oversized. So now that we have customization out of the way, we're going to start making the sweater. And for the sweater, I would need to make 4 panels. 1 for the front panel, 1 for the back panel, and 2 for the sleeves. Both the front panel and back panel are identical. And by that I mean the width and the length would be the same for both panels. If that doesn't make sense now, don't worry. As we progress, you would understand what I mean. So guys, let's start making the front panel. To begin, start by making a slip knot, and you're going to go ahead and chain as much chains that measures up to the width of your front panel. And make sure that your chains are in the multiple of 15. So guys, I'm done with mine. I did a total of 90 chains and this measures up to 25 inches. So make 7 chains extra. For row 1, we are going to be working in the back loop only. So this is the back loop, this tiny bump at the back of our chains. Skip 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go into the 5th with a double crochet. And from here onwards, you're going to make 1 double crochet in the back loop of each chain till you get to the very last chain. So I've made 1 double crochet in each stitch till I got to the very last chain here. So I will teach you guys how to finish up. So just yarn over, go into the last back loop. Make sure not to walk into the slip knots that you made at the beginning and make a double crochet. So now let's start up row 2. Chain up 1 and turn your work. And now you're going to go into the very first stitch here and make a single crochet. Then chain up 3, skip 2 stitches, go into the next with a single crochet. So now you're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches. In total, you should have 13 single crochet stitches made. Now, chain up 3, skip 2 stitches, go into the third with a single crochet. And you're going to make 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches like we did for here. I'm done with mine and I have a total of 13 single crochet stitches made. So from here till we get to the end of the row, you're going to repeat the pattern. You chain up 3, skip 2 stitches and make 13 single crochet, chain 3, skip 2 stitches, make 13 single crochet. So just do that till you get to the end of the row. So let's finish up row 2. You should have 3 stitches remaining after you made your last 13 single crochet. So chain up 3 and skip 2 stitches, make a single crochet in the 4th chain of your starting chain, which is this. And that's it for row 2. So for row 3, chain up 3, and turn your work. And now we're going to make a puff stitch. So to make a puff stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain space here, yarn over and pull through. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. So yarn over again, insert your hook into the chain space, yarn over, pull through. You should have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You should have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You should have 9 loops on your hook. So we did that 4 times. Yarn over and pull through the 8 loops on your hook, except from this first one here. Then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Chain up 2, and you're going to make another puff stitch into the chain space. This is how it looks like. Now chain up 3, and you're going to skip 4 stitches and go into the 5th with a double crochet. So make 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So in total you should have 5 double crochet stitches made. Chain up 3. I'm going to skip all the stitches here. Go into the chain space and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2. Make a puff stitch into that same chain space. Chain up 3. Skip 4 stitches. Go into the 5th with a double crochet. Then into the next 4 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. Then chain up 3. So guys, from here onwards, just repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. So now into the chain space, you repeat what you did here in the chain space, then chain up 3, then skip 4 stitches and make the 5 double crochet stitches. So just repeat like that till you get to the end of the row. So to finish up row 3, yarn over, make a double crochet on top of the single crochet stitch here. Chain up 5 and turn your work. So now yarn over and go directly into the next chain space here and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, go into that same chain space with a puff stitch. Chain up 3. So skip all of this and skip 1 stitch here, go into the next with a double crochet. So you're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Chain up 3. Skip all of this and go into the next chain space here with a puff stitch. Chain up 2, into that same chain space, make a puff stitch, chain up 2, go into the chain space with a puff stitch. And in total you should have 3 puff stitches made. Chain up 3, skip all of this and skip 1 stitch here, go into the next stitch with a double crochet. So in the next 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. So from here onwards, you're going to repeat from here to here till you get to the end of the row. So to finish up row 4, go into the chain space here with a puff stitch. Chain up 2 and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2 and you're going to make a single crochet on the third chain of your starting chain in the previous row. Now chain up 3, turn your work. Make a double crochet into the chain space here. Chain up 2, go into the next chain space with a puff stitch. Chain up 2, make a puff stitch into that same chain space. Chain up 3, skip all of this, skip one stitch here, go into the next stitch with a double crochet. Chain up 3. Now you're going to skip all of this, go into the next chain space here and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, into that same chain space, make a puff stitch. Chain up 3 and make a double crochet on top of this puff stitch in the middle here. Chain up 3 and you're going to make a puff stitch in the next chain space. Chain up 2, make a puff stitch in that same chain space. And this is how it should look like. Now chain up 3, skip all of this, skip this first double crochet stitch here, go into the next with a double crochet. Chain up 3 and from here onwards you're going to repeat from here to here till you get to the end of the row. Finish up row 5. Go into the next chain space and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, into that same chain space, make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, go into the side of the starting chain and make a double crochet. And now into the third chain of your starting chain, make a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. And that's it for row 5. So for row 6, chain up 3 and turn your work. Skip this, go into the next stitch with a double crochet and into this chain space here, make a double crochet. Now chain up 3 and into the chain space here, we're going to make puff stitch. Chain 2 and another puff stitch. Chain up 1, skip all of this and go directly into the chain space here and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, make a puff stitch into that same chain space. Chain up 3, go into the next chain space here and make 1 double crochet, and into the double crochet stitch here make 1 double crochet, into the next chain space make 1 double crochet. Now chain up 3 and into the next chain space make a puff stitch, chain 2, make a puff stitch into that same chain space. So this is how your work should look like. So we're going to repeat this till we get to the end of the row. So chain up 1, skip all of this and go into the next chain space here, and you're going to make a puff stitch. Chain 2, into that same chain space make a puff stitch. Chain 3, go into the next chain space here, make 1 double crochet, and into the top of the double crochet stitch make 1 double crochet, into the next chain space make 1 double crochet, chain up 3, go into the chain space here and make a puff stitch, chain 2, make a puff stitch again. So I'll finish mine off camera, come back and show you how it looks. To finish up row 6, chain up 1, skip all of this, go directly into this chain space here and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, into that same chain space make a puff stitch. Chain up 3 and into the chain space here make a double crochet, then into the next stitch make a double crochet, and in the third chain of your starting chain make a double crochet. That's it for row 6. For row 7, chain up 3 and turn your work. To skip this, go into the next stitch with a double crochet, go into the next stitch with a double crochet, then go into the chain space with a double crochet. Chain up 3, go into the chain space here with a puff stitch, chain up 2, go into the next chain space here with a puff stitch. Chain up 3, go into the chain space here with a double crochet, into the next 3 stitches make 1 double crochet in each of them, then in the chain space make a double crochet, chain up 3, go into the chain space here and make a puff stitch, chain up 2, go into the next chain space here, make a puff stitch. Chain up 3. Into the next chain space, make a double crochet. So in the next 3 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. In the chain space, make 1 double crochet, chain up 3, and make 1 puff stitch in the next chain space. So just repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. So to finish up row 7, chain up 3, and into the chain space here, make a double crochet. Into the next stitch, make a double crochet, and in the third chain of your starting chain from the previous row, make a double crochet. And that's it for row 7. For row 8, chain up 3 and turn your work, and skip this stitch here, go into the next stitch and make a double crochet. In the next stitch, make a double crochet, chain up 3, yarn over, skip all of this and go into the chain space here in the middle of the puff stitch and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, go into that same chain space, make a puff stitch, chain up 2, in that same chain space, make a puff stitch. And this is how it should look like. So chain up 3, skip all of this, skip 1 double crochet stitch here, go into the next double crochet stitch and make a double crochet. So in the next 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them, chain up 3, skip all of this, go into the chain space in the middle of the puff stitch here and make a puff stitch. Chain 2, in that same chain space, make another puff stitch, chain 2, make another puff stitch. So you're going to repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. To finish up row 8, chain up 3, skip this double crochet stitch here and go into the next stitch with a double crochet. So in the next stitch, make a double crochet, and in the third chain of the starting chain of the previous row, make a double crochet. So for row 9, chain up 3 and turn your work. Skip this stitch here, go into the next stitch with a double crochet, chain up 3, and you're going to go into the chain space here and make a puff stitch, chain 2, make a puff stitch in that same chain space. Now chain up 3, and we're going to repeat what we did here, this row. Into the top of the middle puff stitch, make a double crochet, chain up 3, into the next chain space, make puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch. So, chain up 3, skip all of this, skip 1 double crochet stitch here, go into the next with a double crochet, chain up 3, go into the next chain space here with a puff stitch, chain 2 and make a puff stitch into that same chain space, chain up 3, on top here make a double crochet, chain up 3, in the chain space make a puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch. So just repeat the pattern like normal till you get to the end of the row. So to finish up row 9, chain up 3, skip 1 stitch here, go into the next and make a double crochet, and into the top here make a double crochet. And that's it for row 9. Now for row 10. For row 10, chain up 5 and turn your work. So go into the next chain space here and make a puff stitch, chain 2 and puff stitch. Chain up 3, into the next chain space make 1 double crochet, into the next stitch make 1 double crochet, in the next chain space make 1 double crochet, chain up 3, go into the next chain space here and make puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch. Chain up 1. Skip all of this, go into the next chain space here with a puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch like we've been doing. Chain up 3, into the next chain space make a double crochet, in the next stitch here make a double crochet, in the next chain space make a double crochet, chain up 3, into the next chain space make puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch like normal. So repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. So to finish up, chain up 2, Go into the third chain of your starting chain here and make a double crochet. Now chain up 3 and turn your work. Into the chain space here, make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, go into the next chain space with a puff stitch. Chain up 3, go into the next chain space here, make a double crochet. In the next 3 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. In the chain space, make a double crochet, chain up 3. Now into the chain space here, make 1 puff stitch. Chain up 2, go into the next chain space here and make 1 puff stitch. Chain up 3, go into the next chain space with a double crochet. In the next 3 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. In the next chain space, make a double crochet, and we're going to make a puff stitch in the chain space here. Chain up 2, go into the chain space here and make a puff stitch. So just repeat the pattern till you get to the end of the row. Now to finish up, go into the next chain space here and make a puff stitch. Chain up 2, go into the starting chain here and make a puff stitch. And now you're going to place a double crochet in the third chain of your starting chain. This is mine. Chain up 5 and turn your work. For row 12, we're basically repeating row 4. So into the chain space here, make a puff stitch, chain up 2, and into that chain space, make a puff stitch. So chain up 3, and you're going to skip 1 double crochet stitch here, go into the next with a double crochet. So in the next 2 stitches, make 1 double crochet in each of them. Now chain up 3, skip all of this, and go into the chain space here with a puff stitch, chain 2, puff stitch, chain 2. And another puff stitch. So chain up 3, skip this double crochet stitch here, go into the next and make a double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, we'll make 1 double crochet in each of them. Chain up 3, and you're going to repeat the pattern just like we did in row 4 till you get to the end of the row. So to finish up, chain up 2 and into the third chain of our starting chain on the previous row, place a double crochet, and from here onwards we're going to repeat from row 5 to row 12 till you're okay with the length of your top. You can place this on your body as you work to determine the length, or you just take your measurements with your tape. And when you've gotten your desired length, just chain up 1 and cut. So this is mine. I did a total of 23 rows and it measures 15 inches, which is very okay for me. You can make yours longer, you can make yours shorter. And now you would need to make another panel. Remember I said the front and back panel is identical, right? So you need to make another panel exactly like the one you just made. And when you're done with that, you would need to make 2 more panels for the sleeve. So these are my sleeve panels. So I created my sleeve panel the same way I made my front and back panel. So I started with 60 chains because I wanted the width of my sleeve to be 18 inches. So remember, multiple of 15 plus 7. The total number of foundation chains that I had was 67 for my sleeves. I did a total of 19 rows for my sleeve and it measures 13 inches in length. So now let's attach all panels together. So in attaching, we'll be starting from the neckline first, and I will advise that you place one of your panel around your neck to figure out how wide or how small you want your neckline to be. I'll do mine off camera and give you guys my measurements. So I already mapped out where I want my neckline to start and end, and it's very important that the amount of stitches you skip on this side should be the same with the amount of stitches that you skip on this side as well. And my neckline measures 12 inches, and this is because I want the neckline to be oversized. Now I'm going to skip the same amount of stitches I skipped on this panel for the other panel, and I would attach the stitch marker I placed on this panel to this other side as well, and this is how it looks like. Now let's attach the sides of the neckline together. I used a fingerling yarn for this top and I doubled it to achieve a medium weight yarn. Attach both panels together. Set your hook into the last stitch on both panels. And attach your yarn. So you can tie this to secure. Then go back into the same stitches. Yarn over, pull through and chain up 1. So now we're going to start making slip stitches. So go into the next stitch on this panel and into the next stitch on the other panel and make a slip stitch. To the next stitch on this panel, to the next stitch on the other panel, make a slip stitch. The next stitch on this panel and the next stitch on the other panel, make a slip stitch. So you're going to repeat this till you get to where you placed your stitch marker. So I ended up downsizing to a 4mm hook just to make my work easier, and I've worked till I got to the stitch marker here, so take out your stitch marker and place your last slip stitch into both panels, chain up one and cut. Now do the same thing for the other side as well. I've already done mine, and would come back and attach the sleeves. So now to attach the sleeve, open up your work like this. Sorry, my workspace is small. And you're going to go in with your sleeve panel and identify the middle stitch of your sleeve panel. So this is mine. Place your stitch marker you're going to place the stitch marker into the middle of your front and your back panel. That's where you just attached your neckline. Now divide the width of your sleeve panel into two. Remember, mine is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So you're going to measure out whatever figure you got. Mine is 9 from one of your panels. Then place your stitch marker. Now attach it to the last stitch here. This will make the joining process easy for you. So skip the same amount of rows that you did for here on the second panel as well, and place your stitch marker. So do the same for the other side as well, and would attach the sleeve to the body of the work. So we're going to start attaching one sleeve first, and to attach, take out one of your stitch markers at the corner of your work and insert your hook. Now attach your yarn. Tie. And you're going to go back with your hook and chain up one. So from here onwards, just hold on to your work like this and slip stitch randomly. And this is because the sides of both panels are different. So just continue like this till you get to the last stitch marker here. So I worked till I got to my stitch marker, my last stitch marker. I took it out and placed my last slip stitch to join. So now to finish up, chain up one and cut. Okay, I already have a short tail here, so I'll just pull that out. Do the same thing you did here for the other side as well. And come back and attach the sides of the body of the work and the sleeves. So now we're going to attach the sides. So from here down to the sleeve. I will do it for both sides of our top. Let me show you guys how to attach. It's very, very easy. So insert your hook on the bottom here on both panels. And attach your yarn. You can tie to secure like normal. chain up 1. So we're going to be attaching the rows on both panels together. Now for very first row here, what I like to do is to place at least 2 slip stitches on each row. Then into the single crochet row here, I'll place 1 slip stitch. Then with the rows that have double crochet, I place at least 2 slip stitches. So you're going to repeat this till you get to the end of the sleeve here, and do it for both sides of your top. So I've worked till I got to the last row of the sleeve, and to finish up, chain up 1 and cut. But I have a short tail here, so I'll just bow. So go ahead and do the same thing on the other side as well. I've already done mine. And hide your loose ends, and your sweater is ready for you to wear. So this is where we're going to end this tutorial. I had so much fun making this, and if you ever get to make yours, I'd love to see pictures of your work. You can send me pictures of your work through any of my social media platforms. It is really going to make my day. And if you enjoyed this video and found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to this channel already. For now, it's bye, and see you guys in another tutorial soon.